existen fronteras. Yo levantaré mi bandera. Wow. Levantaré estando en mi país o estando allá afuera, porque para mí, mira, no existen fronteras. No, no. Y es que hay mucho sentimiento, lo grito al viento. De ser latino nunca me arrepiento. Lo digo desde la Suiza centroamericana, rebota en Colombia y en Dominicana. Y yo...
Hey guys, and welcome to another edition of the Latin Babbler Show. I am your host, Rafael, aka the Latin Babbler, and I am joined by my amazing host for tonight, Miss Rocky and Daisy Tornell. And we also have a musical guest that will be joining us later on in the show, Chesca Música. Wanted to first give a shout out to our sponsor, our presenting sponsor, Scrub Dub. It's clean. It exfoliates your skin, scalp, and face. I'm already using it. It's made in the USA. You can go to get the brand on our website, todowafi.com, and you can follow them at scrubdub_official. Trust me, I love mine. I think Daisy's gotten hers. Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
Wow, yeah. It's making a difference already.
I haven't used my loofah since I got it.
Did you hear what she just said? She said it's making a difference. Was I just nasty before? Is that what it was?
No, not at all.
She's like, I'm looking a little brighter and my skin's a little,
very exfoliated.
Very refreshed.
I feel
rested.
Good. I feel good.
Rested.
All right. Before we go into it, I kind of actually have to touch on something that happened on social media, and it's something that's actually a very serious matter. And I want to touch on Fort Hood. So we had posted something about Private Ana Basualda Ruiz, 20 years old, died by apparent suicide. Her parents told Telemundo that she was experiencing sexual harassment from her peers and from her superiors the weeks preceding her death. At Fort Hood, if you don't know what Fort Hood is, the same military base where Vanessa Guillen was murdered.
Right.
And we're still waiting as to whether she had made, any sexual harassment reports during her 15 months that she was there. Posted that Texas location. But what is clear is two things. One is the military needs to start being held accountable for these sexual harassment situations that are taking place and an assault of any kind. Like we can't keep letting the military cover things up. Like it's getting really bad. Okay. And so what happened was I posted on our IG accounts. It was the very first time that I've posted on social issues in a really long time. I posted it on all our accounts, even our Something Latina page shared it, about the situation. And I got a lot of backlash from people who were like pro-military and even men who wanted to kind of showcase their manhood. And so I'm going to be very clear, because I even lost followers over this discussion on my IG account.
Wow.
In no way, shape, or form, if you are following my account or Todo Wafi account or any of our network accounts, whether it's Something Latina, Something Latino, we stand with women here. Like, it is not going to be a choice for you to come on and make comments that are going to be derogatory to any of the staff members, any of the situations taking place, any of our stories that we put on there. I have two daughters. My entire team, including my co-hosts, you see them here. All these amazing women make up the majority of what Todo Wafi, the Latin Babbler Show, is. So in no way, shape, or form are you going to come onto my account and try to bully me and try to discredit this woman without knowing anything about her. We had somebody calling her a barrack bunny and all kinds of stuff. I'm telling you, blocked, done.
I'm actually
dismissed.
surprised people in the military were coming after you.
I'm prior military. So for
that's why I'm thinking
who didn't know that, I spent time in the Navy. It's one of the reasons I didn't want to push my daughters into that realm, especially on Women's History Month. You are not going to come at me. And then I had people going at me and trying to when I see you, no, it's not going to happen. You're not going to come on any of those accounts. You will be automatically blocked. Okay. And if you're following me now and still following me, I will tell you this. I will not stop speaking my mind on social issues or issues that I find that are very important, especially these type of issues. Okay, when it involves women and the safety of women and harassment of any kind and so forth. So if you're following me and you just came on because you had a meme video or something of that nature and that was your thing, just unfollow me, because you're going to be really upset for the future. You know what I'm saying, on my accounts or on any of the other accounts that celebrates women and celebrates BIPOC people. And, so yeah, I was just that situation is unfolding, and we're going to learn more and more about it. But I will tell you right now, there are people who are trying to make excuses for it, whether it was, oh, the base is big, so the cases are higher there. Look, there's no excuse for it. If the base is bigger, put more people on it, okay? Yeah. Put more rules on it.
And how can this happen multiple times and still be the same, excused by the same reason? Yeah.
It's the same. It's the same people. Oh, if it wasn't for our military, look, she was serving her country, okay? This is a Latina who was serving the country that she's living in.
It's so unacceptable.
Living in. There is no excuse for sexual harassment in any workplace of any kind, especially in a place like the military, where co-edness is so depending on whether or not we win wars or be able to provide security for this country. So no, I'm not going to allow you guys to come onto our posts, especially created by women or that empower women, and for you guys to try to derail the meaning. And for those of you who were on that post, you saw it. Thank you for all the support that you have given us and the support that we have been able to do concerning these specific account and the safety that we provide to the women. And it was pretty disgusting. So for me, yeah, just unfollow me. You're gonna hate it. It's not gonna be a good look for you. All right, now with that, we'll go on to celebrity news. Daisy, go ahead.
So guys, our boy Bad Bunny is getting sued for $40 million by his ex-girlfriend for using I think it's an old voicemail or voice memo. Voice note that says Bad Bunny baby. I think we've all heard it in Pati. Because she never gave him permission to use this, and he had offered her $2,000 previously when that song was getting recorded, and she declined that. So now he's facing these charges. What do you guys think?
I'm gonna let you go first, Rocky.
I mean, I think he did the right thing in the beginning. I'm not saying the amount of money was correct, but I mean, he did try to offer funds and for her voice note, right? So I mean, Shorty declined it once. So now it was like, she's just playing the game, the good old American way, sue somebody. So now she's like, I'm gonna wait till he makes it big, and I'm gonna get him where it really.
And the thing is, she's a lawyer, so she knows what she's doing.
So she knows what she's doing. Of course she did. She she found he was talented. So let me do it. Let me wait.
Here's what I've learned. I could be incorrect on this. People are going to correct me. So apparently what happened was they recorded this back in the beginning when like Bad Bunny
they were teenagers.
They were teenagers when right. And so she added her voice to it and so forth. He played it in one of the beginning songs of his album and so forth. What happened was I think he added it to an album that's coming out now. So I don't think she cared. Again. Yeah. So I don't think she cared the first time when that was used. I think the issue was now is coming out an album. And so what happened was the team reached out to her now or recently or whatever. I could be wrong. Slap me in the face if it's incorrect. But I believe the team reached out to her. This is the Bad Bunny now. Realized they messed up like they did back when Missy Elliott, when they messed up with Missy Elliott. Okay. And offered her $2,000. The guy who's about to date Kendall Jenner, who's the biggest pop icon in the world, offered her $2,000 to use the voice that she recorded a long ass time ago, and she never authorized to be used in any way, shape, or form. And so now what's happening is she's suing for $40 million because I think it was an insult. Like you went up to her and you were like, hey, yeah, we just realized we're about to use this shit again. I'm going to give you $2,000.
Right.
Who in like their right mind? It's like an insult. Like what the hell?
Like really?
They're calling it the Kardashian curse. They're saying that anybody that dates the Kardashians gets cursed somehow or some way. So this is technically his curse right now.
You know what? I'm telling you.
Wow.
It's he should have never turned around and started.
Do you guys think he's actually gonna win, or she's gonna actually win this lawsuit, or because doesn't somebody own something as soon as it's sent to you, or how does that even work?
Yes and no. So the thing is, I don't think she's going to get $40 million. I don't think, first of all, I don't even think it'll go to court. I think they'll find a way to settle, kind of like what he did with Missy Elliott. He'll turn around and I could be wrong. I could have sworn that's the artist.
What happened with Missy Elliott? don't even know what happened.
I don't remember the exact. I think he used
her song.
Yeah, he used one of her songs, and so he ended up having to pay that. So if you can pay Missy, you can pay your ex. Okay, you're still using her voice without authorization, unless there's a binding contract. You can't do it. You can't overuse it. So, for instance, like here on the show, we had to get authorization in a written format by Ricardo Campos to use the track that we use for the show. Right. If we didn't have that, he could turn around and say blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just a fact. If I get permission in the beginning, stop using it, and then later on I become huge and then decide to use Mi Bandera again, we're gonna have a problem. You know, there's gotta be. So I mean, their relationship was weird. She apparently like dumped him back when she was gonna go to school.
Well, that was like
back
his
together.
High school sweetheart, right?
Yeah,
or like middle school sweetheart. Yeah.
So they got back together. They were engaged at one point, and it just didn't work out. So look, at one point or another,
take the loss.
You should have, you should have turned around. If you're going to use that track, $2,000 was not the way to go, man.
Do you guys think $40 million is a lot for Bad Bunny, or he's just going to say, "Here you go"? And
I don't think it's look. She's going with the maximum of each of the different. I guess you can say the each specific charge that is she's going for the maximum on each of those. I don't think she's going to get that. I just don't. I don't think that any court is going to give her, because he used one word. It's not like he stole an entire song from this woman. Okay. Right. It's Bad Bunny. She added the baby to the end of the thing, recorded her voice. So I don't think it's going to go 40 million, but I also don't think that, I think she's up against a bigger hill than he is when it comes to this issue.
But I think, I don't know. I mean, there has to be some type of, once you're sending out a voice note, even though it's your voice, there has to be something there in the legalities of it.
That's what I'm saying. Because you're sending it.
You're sending it. It's like it's free range. It could have gone to anyone, and it was to a person, yes, you had a relationship with. But at that point, it's like free range to do what you want with it, because it already
only if the negotiation is you can use this for whatever you want. You see, that's the difference. So if I went on and I said, okay, I can use this forever, like I have with Ricardo Campos and Mi Bandera, I'm going to use this as the show. You're going to see it in the beginning. You're going to see it at the end. Okay. He asked for it for the purpose of like the intro and so forth, but it wasn't for every song. So it's one of those things where it's like, you have to be careful with when and how you use it. This may be an early on transaction because they were kids. You know what I'm saying? Like they were kids. He was bagging groceries or whatever it is he was doing back at the time, and now he's Bad Bunny. You know what I'm saying? Like he's Bad Mega Bunny. So I think that now what she's seeing is, oh, you get the time to get, with Kendall Jenner and all kinds of stuff. Now you're this person. Yeah, you used my voice. Your team insulted me for $2,000. Like, what the hell is that? Like, you could have been 100,000, 200,000 for the sake of you using it on a song that's going to make you millions. All right. The team messed up again. I'm pretty sure Bad Bunny didn't even know that this was taking place or anything like that, but now he's the one that's going to be sued. It is. Yep. But he's got bigger money, so
he
that's
does,
the way it works.
She's going to get 40 million. I think she's crazy if she's really expecting that much, but okay. We could try.
I would honestly say she gets anywhere in the triple hundred thousands, maybe a couple million. I don't say 40. If she gets 40, I need her attorney for like everything I do ever. Yeah. If she's her own attorney, then she's screwed because he's got his attorneys and now he's got Kardashian attorneys. So that's,
And it seems like this is in his year. He's having a rough year, so he needs to stay away from Kendall Jenner.
It's just one of those things, man. Like you just got to stay away from the Kardashians. Everybody who goes there gets hammered. Just hammered. So, but we'll see what happens. All right. Now we're going to go with our artist spotlight. Bad Bunny, I hope I can turn around and be able to get Kendall Jenner. Yeah, this is one of the comments that are being on there for the live stream. That's amazing. All right. So, Miss Rocky, you have our special guest and our artist spotlight. Go for it.
That's right. Well, maybe Bad Bunny can reach out to our special guest, Chesca Música, a San Francisco born, New York bred Mexican American singer songwriter who was captivated by audiences with her unique and vocal style. Very eclectic vibe and incorporates everything from pop, dream pop, R&B, and EDM. So her songs are artfully blended, hard-hitting themes of struggle and breakthrough with ultra-infectious neo soul that have that dance energy going. So here's a sneak peek of her new song, Mijita.
Todo lo que te han enseñado ha sido caca para el cerebro. Ya es hora de ser feliz, mijita. Hazme caso. Nos han hecho tanto daño, nos han controlado a su antojo. Baja, baja, let's go. Baja al hombre del pedestal y ponte a ti. Ay, ay, ay. Hazme caso, mijita, mijita.
All right. And joining us live in studio is Chesca Música herself. Welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
So, great song. The new single, Mijita, which was released last Friday. It's landed on Spotify, New Music Friday Latin playlist, and the Spotify's Novedades Indie playlist. And then it landed on Amazon Music's playlist called Brand New Music Latin. What are your thoughts on that? Because, I mean, those are big lists. So what is your reaction to that?
Oh, well, I'm just so excited. I'm so excited to share my music with the world. I just feel so grateful and appreciative that they added my song. You know, it just really means the world to me. So I'm really excited about that. This song, you know, was inspired by my grandmother who fought hard for her education in Mexico City during a time when going to law school in the early 1950s was just really unheard of. And she was one of, few women to graduate her class. So she had a successful career as an attorney. And then she became the first female notary in Mexicali, which is in Baja California in northern Mexico. So yeah, I just really hope that this song opens up a dialogue about the importance of choice and following your dreams and happiness, despite, the obstacles the patriarchy has designed for us. I want everyone to acknowledge that, there are many different paths a woman can take, in her life. It's not just one path. There are many paths, and we have to respect each and one of those paths. So
perfect for Women's History Month.
Yeah.
Like it came out just in time, came out at a perfect time. I think everybody can agree here. So you were born in San Francisco. When did you and your family head to New York City?
When I was 2, we moved back to New York. I grew up in Westchester. So that's where I grew up. So I was just there for a couple of years, and I actually moved back to San Francisco, for 2 years during the pandemic. So, and then I just recently moved back to New York over the summer. So
very cool. All right. So when did you become interested in music? Was it something that woke up one day and you're like, I decided I want to sing?
My whole life. I've been singing since I was a little girl. My whole life. It's been part of me, since I was little, high school, college, all throughout. So.
And then did you have any Latin roots influences for the music that when you growing up?
My mom's from Mexico. She's from Mexicali. So, she was always playing songs in Spanish. And one of the singers that she was always playing when I was a little girl was Selena.
I knew it.
That was just part of my house. That was just, always playing. And we were always singing to that and dancing to that. So that was just something that, Selena, Luis Miguel, Jose,
I love all those artists.
I know,
so
they're all amazing.
Was your family very supportive of you going into the music field? Because this is Latino families. So I'm just curious.
Um, yeah, they're very supportive now. I think at first, it was just like, oh, if that's what you want to do, like, we'll support you. But I think now, they're just like, you know what, this is what she's doing, and we're gonna, we want to support her. So
Very cool. Very cool.
yeah, very grateful.
Yeah. So you give me a little bit of like that indie, a little bit of that Shakira in a way, and like you said, the EDM and stuff. So you have like that very unique, type of style. Did you have any type of training for that, for voice or for music, or any type of special schooling that you attended?
So yeah, growing up, I did take singing classes, and I was in a performing arts program in high school, which focused on theater, music, and dance. And then in college, I spent some time in the recording studio in college at my university. And then in my 20s, I was taking voice classes, and specifically like within the last 5 to 6 years, I've had a coach. So she's really helped me a lot. She's such a great person, super talented, just such a positive person. And she's really, helped me in my path. So very grateful that I met her.
Positive influences. Kudos to her.
Would you say you faced any obstacles during your journey, especially being a woman in music?
Definitely. There are many obstacles, a lot of no's. So that's something that, I've gotten used to in the industry, where it's something that, comes with the field. And it's something that, you can't take it, personally. It's just something that's part of it. And it's, I always have to remind myself, like, why I started, I love music. It's in me. It's who I am. And it's something that I really have, I'm very passionate about it. It's something that I really love to do. I love to sing. I love to songwrite. And even if someone's going to tell me no, I'm just going to keep going, because it's just like, I know that that's what I love. So I'm just going to keep going. So.
Very cool.
Awesome. Yeah, super. So another question for you. You and I get into your car. Turn on the radio, turn on the playlist. What are you listening to?
Everything. Currently, I've been listening to, I love Shakira. Love Shakira.
Okay.
I mean, who doesn't though?
I know. Can you move like her too? Can you have the hips don't lie?
I've been to 3 Shakira concerts. So
really?
I love Shakira. She's phenomenal. She is so talented. I love her songwriting. She's so smart. So she's definitely one of the artists I like to listen to a lot. So yeah, she's definitely on.
Okay.
So I want to pick at your brain a little bit. How is your process for writing a song? Like how do you come up with your ideas, or how do you start coming up with ideas and start writing them?
Oh yeah. So there's no recipe to my songwriting. It's just, I love to write in the morning. That's like my thing. So I'm always writing in the morning. It's very therapeutic for me. It's almost like, it's a release of what I'm thinking, of my emotions. And it's just something that really helps my day. I see it more as therapy. And the melodies will come to me. Sometimes, a lot of my songs come to me randomly, where they're not planned. For example, like, I'll be going to bed and the song comes to me, and, I'll have to face the question where it's like, do I get up and record this, or do I go to sleep? It's like, no, I won't. I probably, if I go to sleep, I won't remember it in the morning. So I have to tell myself, just get up and record it, and you'll thank yourself later that you did that. But also it'll come to me like when I'm walking outside. For example, like I was going for a walk. I was writing music for my first album. The song is Wild Side on the first album. And the melody to that song came to me while I was walking in the city. And then I had to like race back home to record that melody. And I had to repeat that melody to myself like many times to remember it by the time I got home. So it's just like one of those things where, music's always with me. It's just one of those things that there's just really no recipe to it. So.
Awesome,
darling. So when you're writing, right, and you've created a couple songs, there has to be that one that you're like deep down, it's attached to you, it's in your soul. What song is that for you?
I think Mijita, the song that was just released, I really felt my grandmother's spirit with me when I was writing that song. I still feel it with me today. And it's just one of those songs where when I was writing it. I could feel that energy when I was recording it. I could feel it when, I heard, the song when it came out. Like everything about the song, I'm just so proud of that song. And it's something that I really just hope it creates like dialogue about like the importance of choice. And, our dreams are important. Our happiness is important. Our needs are important. And I just really want to see this more in the industry. It's just something that I'm not seeing a lot of. And it's just something that, not just in the music industry, in the film industry, in every industry, but we have to say matters, and our dreams matter. And it's not just about like one path in this life. There are many paths in this life, and
Absolutely.
we have to acknowledge that. And that needs to be talked about so people can learn too. So
absolutely. And you're helping pave that way. So thank you for that.
Yeah, that was an amazing answer. There's our reel right there. So
play it back, play it back.
the songs, yeah, right. The songs do. I was about to play the whole song. It's it's a very good song. So the song is doing really well. Perfect for Women's History Month. Like, was that a strategic decision to bring it out specifically on this month, or they just aligned?
The timing of everything just happened perfectly. Wrote this album in San Francisco, recorded it out in LA. Actually, there was a time when recording this album, I lost my voice for 4 months. Oof. So everything about like this album is just like, there was that obstacle. There was that obstacle. So all the timing of this album is just perfect. Everything just aligned, really perfectly, even though there was that obstacle. I'm actually really grateful, that, even though I lost my voice, I learned a lot through that process. So,
man, that's insane.
That is
so what, I mean, I always wondered about like, care for your vocals. What are some of the things that you have to do in order to maintain like prime vocals? Because for instance, if you go, let's say now you're probably going to go on tour at, in whatever manner you do it, how are you going to be able to like what process do you go through to actually maintain your voice in prime condition?
Yeah, so you just have to drink like a lot of water, and you have to be smart about how you're using your voice. So it's like you don't want to like have long conversations in loud restaurants. It's so loud, a lot of these restaurants, or you just have to be really strategic in that way. So try to really save your voice for performances.
Do you try to stay away from cold drinks, or is that like a myth?
So that's the thing. I don't put ice in ice in my water. Yeah, temperature. So that really helps too.
I mean, maybe that's why I'm always hacking and coughing and stuff. I put ice in everything.
Where there goes our iced coffee. No more iced coffee.
No,
yeah, that's the way.
I have to plan around that. Yeah.
Right.
I'm having a mocha. What is it?
Mocha frappuccino.
Yeah, mocha frap. I'm having all kinds of stuff. I'm just destroyed. Then I come on the show and I'm hacking for 24 hours.
You see?
So that's probably the reason why.
Take note. She's giving you already the deets.
Chesca, did you you've been to LA and you live in New York. So, which one do you like better?
I'm from New York. I like both so much. I'm a big fan of LA.
That's a very political answer.
I do love
Which one do you like the most?
No, I think I like New York more. I really feel alive in New York. I don't know about you, but like whenever, it's just like there's something about New York. You just feel alive here. The energy is so cool. It's
like I'm
very cool.
Like nonstop.
Yeah.
In New York. Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to have a little fun with Chesca.
Okay.
And we're going to play fast questions. So you got to try to answer these as fast as you can. The last two are kind of dingers on there, but the first ones are kind of easy. All right. So you ready? All right. So here we go. We were just talking about coffee. Do you like hot or iced coffee? Which in this case is probably a given answer.
Well, I like iced coffee more, but I want to go with hot.
Okay. No, but I mean, if you like iced coffee, then that's the way. Do you like texting or talking more?
Talking.
Talking? You're not a texter? You'd rather get on the phone?
I'm not a big texter. I like talking on the phone. Yeah. It's more personal.
Very cool.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
Favorite day of the week?
Saturday.
That's a good day. I mean, unless you're running errands or you're Latino and you're waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning because everybody's playing music. I know Daisy was used to that.
Yeah.
Playing music and waking up. It's time to clean. Ya te jodiste.
You can smell the fabuloso.
All right. Favorite ice cream flavor?
Chocolate.
Chocolate. Ooh, that's a good pick. See, I like chocolate. I'm a big vanilla bean fan now, but chocolate will always be. My daughter likes chocolate. All right. What is your favorite junk food?
Flaming hot Cheetos.
Flaming hot
Ooh.
Cheetos.
Yeah, those are
Why do
good.
people like that so much? I'm so curious.
Have you
They
had
make
it
your
in the-
stomach
the
hurt, but they
dust?
taste so good.
They're so
I-
Yeah,
good. Oh
the
my God,
dust on the
they're
corn
amazing.
dog now, they do it.
Bro, I had it the other day, and I'm not gonna lie. I just kept eating them and eating them and eat. They didn't taste as good as like regular Cheetos. I don't know why I couldn't stop though. Yeah. So I guess maybe with that. All right. So we already asked you LA or New York. You're a New York person, so I'm not gonna ask that question again. All right. So what do you like wearing more? Polka dots or stripes?
Polka dots.
Polka dots.
I could see
polka
it.
dot. All right. Are you the type of person that climbs up a mountain or jumps from a plane?
Mountain.
So we had one of our guests say blasphemy. I guess for the polka dot stripes question. That's crazy. All right. So here's where it gets tricky. Is it wrong for a vegetarian to eat animal crackers?
Oh my God.
Yes.
Yes. Good. See? She knows. This makes sense. I don't know. This it's just yeah. All right. So no, I'm sorry. It was the Cheetos comment that people were saying blasphemy. Okay. All right. So if the toilet paper roll is really low, but not completely out, do you replace it or leave it for someone else?
I'll replace it.
See,
She's
nice.
rare. She's rare.
She's rare. Daisy,
Yeah.
you would leave it, right? It would
No,
be just-
everybody. I would replace it, but a lot of people don't replace it. That's what I'm saying. She's rare.
Are you how about you, Miss Rocky? Are you the type of person that leaves the roll all the way to the last piece and they just they just have to grab that one tissue?
No, I will replace it. If I don't like you, then I'll leave it.
That's probably what mine was low. Never mind. All
Where-
right. So
That's why it was low.
she's looking at me. She's like, "Oh no, I didn't replace it." She came to visit one time. She got basically just a cardboard. It was crazy. All right, Chesca, thank you. Yeah, you're
so
a good
much
sport for
having
that.
me.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, the vegetarian, animal crackers question. I'm surprised you even answered it. Some people would try to be politically correct about it. Wouldn't want all the vegetarians coming after her.
I have a question though, real
What?
quick. Chesca,
Yeah, what's up?
your name, where, like, the background of it.
Yeah.
Give us a little bit of the origin.
So my name is Francesca.
Ah,
My name is Francesca.
Wow,
Yeah, and
now
my
that's
mom
cool.
spelled it with CH because in Spanish.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I like
I like
that.
that.
That's clever.
Yeah.
So,
super clever. Okay.
It looks good on an album. You
It
just really put
does.
Chesca as opposed to Francesca. Just
Yeah.
put that looks really cool.
Chesca, yeah.
All right, Chesca,
like
if people
that.
wanted to follow you on social media or listen to your music, where would they go?
Chesca Música on Instagram. I'm on Instagram. And then my website is chescamusica.com.
All right, people, go
I
listen
just
to her
wanna say
music.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been so much fun.
Yeah,
God,
no,
it's
I mean, the
been
pleasure
great.
was ours. The music is amazing. The song Mijita, it's definitely something we're going to be showcasing on all of our different channels. So if you haven't listened to it, you can catch it on Spotify and all of the actual major listening channels. So make sure you do that. You can also catch it on our website after this interview. So tomorrow you can go over there and listen. We'll have a sneak preview to it. We love your music.
Oh, I appreciate
Yes.
so
Can't
much
wait for
for
all of you.
listening. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
All right, guys.
Thank you, darling.
Thank you.
So I'm going to have the last word this evening because we had another controversy that took place. Miss Rocky mentioned it yesterday, and I was looking it up, and then I turned around and got into discussions on Facebook and Twitter. And you know what happens when I get on discussions on Facebook
Oh
and Twitter.
boy, we can't get you off.
That's why his
what
name's
happens.
Aladdin Babbler.
Exactly.
So the WBC controversy. First of all, congrats to all the Latino teams that made it and fought hard. And kudos to Japan because they beat Mexico in a walk-off. And now to the subject at hand. So Edwin Diaz, Mets closer, will miss a season after an injury during a celebration. Not during the game, an injury during a celebration. So he's going to be recovering from knee surgery, and that takes 8 months.
Wow.
So now I get the argument from a lot of people that I saw on social media. He plays for the Mets. Okay. They lost their closer. Okay. And it's going to cost the team an injury. But let's face it, it's the Mets. It's not like you were going to win a World Series anyways. And your closer wasn't going to be the determining factor of that. So let that argument go. Now, that argument is fine. But the part I get upset with is this part. It turned racist on all of these different platforms. because people from America don't understand how important the WBC is for other countries, international countries. It is the World Cup of baseball. It happens every 4 years. Okay. Teams like the Dominican Republic, Mexico, which did amazing. I mean, Mexico just put on a show. Okay. And what's taking place now is you have American commentators, American baseball players, and even the fans playing, oh, they shouldn't be playing out there. Oh, Latinos, if they think that's more important than their major league contracts, and they should go back home and play to where they originally started playing. I'm going to first tell you this. For Latinos and international baseball players, the reason they do Major League Baseball is, one, because they have an extreme love for the game. And then the second is that's where they get the most money.
Right. Okay.
That's why they go. If you paid them the same money in Santo Domingo or Puerto Rico or Venezuela or Mexico as you do in United States, you wouldn't even see these players. They would just go home and play in their own leagues. I mean, that's just a fact. Okay. Right. Now, we don't do it for the sake of, hey, you know what? We're just going to turn around and play base. There's a pride that comes with it. And if you don't have that pride or don't understand that pride, I'm going to use the same words that Will Smith used when talking to Chris Rock. Keep our names out your mouth, okay? Don't go on social media making what looks to be racist-ass comments and telling people all kinds of stuff when the facts are basketball, baseball, football, all of those sports, with the exception of hockey, are amazing because of people of color, period. Don't turn around and say it any other way. Yeah, you guys got Mike Trout and all kinds of stuff. We got Manny Machado. We got Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Like, stop it. Get over it. We're here to stay. That injury that Edwin Diaz got, he could have gotten at a freaking, like a birthday party. Okay, it wasn't during a game. He got it during a celebration. Okay, so for me, I'm just going to tell you right now, stop it, because you look stupid making that dumbass argument. All right.
He made his point.
That's 2 points in one show. Normally I have one, but that's 2 points in one show. Yeah, we ain't going anywhere. You know, Paula's not here, but she
would have had something to say.
And she's in the comments. She's all over the comments right now. She's getting mad as hell. So she said we ain't going nowhere, and you're right, we ain't. You know. So man, if I was in shape and I wanted to play baseball, I'd definitely go back to play for my country. I'd have a really tough time because I'm Puerto Rican Dominican. I'd have to figure out which one I'm going to choose, and then I'd be a traitor to the other. It'd be crazy. But everyone, that is our show. Thank you. You can follow us on social media on all platforms at Todo Wafi. A Latin Babbler Show is available on all your favorite listening apps, everything from Apple, Spotify, YouTube. It doesn't matter. Don't forget to visit our website, www.todowafi.com. I'm Rafael. That is Daisy. That is Miss Rocky. And we're out.
Desde Nicaragua hasta Costa Rica, con esta canción todo el mundo se identifica. Llamen a los chilenos y a los cubanos, llamen a Puerto Rico y a los mexicanos, que ya se armó la rumba. Desde Panamá hasta Ecuador, vámonos a Perú y luego hasta Salvador. Que se escuche en Brasil y Argentina. Yo quiero un grito de mi gente latina y levantaré mi bandera, estando en mi país o estando allá afuera, porque para mí, mira, no existen fronteras. Yo levantaré mi bandera.